Hey everybody, today I'm going to do something a little different than we usually do. I'm going to be talking about how to get the Bahamian pet permit for your dog.
Welcome back to Sailing Out of Sight. I'm Diane. This is Craig, and this is our pirate pup Bonnie. Learning as we go, together we are sailing out of sight in search of blue water.
There are two ways in which to get a Bahamian pet permit. One, complicated. Another, super easy. But I'm going to touch on both of them. Bonnie, ready to go to the Bahamas? As far as the vaccinations, we all get our dogs their rabies, their parvos, their bordellas. Then it started getting a little complicated. There is a leptospirosis vaccine required, a coronavirus required. It's not the same as the human one. I called every vet in Key West. I even called all the way up to Marathon, and there was no one that gave the coronavirus shot. Marathon said that they could give the canine influenza shot, and the Bahamian government had been allowing that. The leptospirosis is 2 shots, one given 2 weeks apart. Don't wait till the last minute on that shot. Let's get started. There are 2 ways, that's 3. There are 2 ways of getting a Bahamian pet permit for dogs. Let's go over the 2 ways. One, a little bit more complicated than the other. The first one is the traditional way. Go to the Bahamian government website, look for your pet permit, print it off, read all your instructions, and hope you do it right. The Bahamian government does not do any of theirs online. It has to all go through a mail or carrier service. On that one, you will print out the pet permit. You will send all the required documents that they request. Send an international money order, and you will either put it in the mail to be sent to the Bahamas. You're going to want to probably FedEx it, and then you're going to wait 6 to 8 weeks to receive your approval. That one's complicated. I stressed over it. I looked at it a jillion times over several different days. I tried to call the Bahamian government to ask them some specific questions. Never could get an answer. Your pet permit is required when you apply for your cruising permit. If your pet permit is delayed, then your cruising permit is delayed. Also, if you don't get everything on your pet permit correct, it delays the health certificate, which is the goal before you arrive in the Bahamas. The health certificate prevents your dog from being quarantined once you arrive. Now, step 1 was a little complicated for me. Second option, boy, was it a lifesaver for me. It's called Wellington. Wellington is a service, loved this service, and I highly recommend it. So if you decide you want to try Wellington, my main suggestion is go on your phone and get the WhatsApp app on your phone. WhatsApp is an app that allows for international calling and texts through Wi-Fi. There is no international fees involved. You pay nothing for the service. You pay nothing for the app. Wellington uses the WhatsApp app. Super easy to contact him. Wellington does his online. 3 things to get the pet permit started. Upload the permit, send it a photo of your pet and a copy of your pet's rabies vaccination. Those are 3 things to get the pet permit started. Wellington hand delivers the applications to the Department of Agriculture. In our experience, it took 4 days. 4 days. 6 to 8 weeks, 4 days. I like the 4 days. While Wellington is taking care of getting my pet permit, the next part of the process is to make sure that all of the listed vaccinations are current and up to date. 4 days later, the permit application had been approved, and I received this through my email. Permit application with the stamped approval from the government. Once we had the pet permit signed by the government and with the blank copy of the import permit required for the veterinarian, now get her to a veterinarian, get the health certificate signed off on 48 hours before our arrival in the Bahamas.
Ride to the doctor. Did they find all the wrong things with her?
They only said that she's a good girl. They don't know her that well. You're good, Bonnie.
Did the doctor
She sees that.
answer 600 questions, all 600 questions that she had?
She did. I think she see that stuff down. You're a good girl. You didn't get a biscuit back there. And she
Jeez.
said,
You're gonna run out.
she knows what she did. 48 hours before arrival in the Bahamas. How are you supposed to do that? In the very fine print on the pet permit, it does indicate if you're arriving by private vessel, they do give you extra time. They don't state how much extra time. I will tell you it took us 5 days. They were fine with that.
Oh yeah, clear as mud.
So I hope this was a little bit informative, a little bit helpful. Probably a little long-winded, knowing me. I hope you have a great time in the Bahamas and you don't have any hiccups getting there. And the last thing I want to do is I want to give a shout out to Chloe, Mackenzie, Connor, Jackson, Fletcher, and Austin.
Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and leave us a comment. Thanks for watching.